In a week, that is $125, assuming you eat at home during the weekend. In a month, that is $500. In a year, that is $6,000. You might think it's nothing, but it adds up really, really fast. So why would somebody want to eat outside? I think the biggest reason is convenience. It is convenient for them. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I just would like to say a big hello to all my new subscribers. I have noticed I have gained some subscribers, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Akusika. I run a brand called The African Legacy, where we are looking to inspire and empower the youth and basically anybody else. We all need some inspiration. So yes, anybody who needs to be inspired, that is our goal, to do that with this channel. We share recipes, we share interviews that we've had with some amazing individuals doing amazing things, and we share educational content. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining the family. It really means a lot to me to have all of you here. The reality is you did not have to subscribe, and the fact that you did to support shows who you are. So I really am excited. Thank you for joining. If you've always been a part of this community, I just want to say thank you. Be sure to spread the word because we do have a lot of people to inspire. Let's get to work. Today's video is going to focus on the benefits of cooking and eating at home. Starting a new year, we all have resolutions. We all want to do things the right way. We all want to gain during the year. We all want to hit all the goals for a year. And a lot of people have a goal to save money, to be able to do more of other things. So why would somebody want to eat outside? I think the biggest reason is convenience. It is convenient for them, right? People are working really long hours. People are working really hard, and coming back home and having to cook is not always convenient. And so on the drive home from work, you pick up some chicken nuggets, you pick up some burgers, you pick up a salad, and for you, it saves you time. It saves you time having to work 9-10 hours a day. And then you get home and you have to jump right into the kitchen. So for me, I think convenience is one of the biggest reasons why people would choose to eat outside versus cook at home. Another reason being people just get tired of eating at home. You know, you have this urge to cook and eat at home, but when you eat the same thing over and over again, it gets tiresome. It gets boring for the kids, and kids want pizza, they want burgers, they want nuggets. And if these are things that you can readily, make at home, then the urge to step out and get it is really high. For others, there is no urgency to save money. And so eating outside is not a problem for them because they have more than enough. Let's just put it that way. What are the benefits of eating at home? I think the biggest one is health, right? You are aware of what is going into your food. You are aware of exactly what you are eating. When you go out to a restaurant and you get yourself a steak and some vegetables, you may think you are eating healthy, but the question becomes, how long was that steak sitting in the freezer at the restaurant for? How long were those vegetables sitting out there for? You can cook them and they may look all right, but are you really eating healthy food is what it comes down to. And so when you are able to go to the market and pick out these, fresh tomatoes, fresh peppers, fresh onions yourself, and you cooking these at home, you know exactly what is going into your food. For our brothers and sisters who live in Africa, they are in a better position because they can go to the ocean side or the beach side and get, you know, their protein as fresh as it comes, because it is, you can see the fishermen actually returning from their work with baskets and nets of fish and shrimp. And so you are getting this food as fresh as it can be. So yes, I think that is the biggest benefit of eating at home, because you know what you put in your food. The other benefit is this control over the portion that you can actually eat, right? When you go out to Cheesecake Factory, if you've ever been to Cheesecake Factory, which is like a typical American restaurant, when you look at the portions that are served, I'm not kidding you, you can have 3 people eating that food. But when you go out to a restaurant, because you feel like you've spent all that money, you sit down and you literally eat the entire plate. And if you don't finish your plate, you probably are packaging it and taking it back home, and you probably have that for lunch or dinner. The issue with that is you have eaten a lot of food. When you cook at home and you really are looking to be healthy, you're looking to, you know, lose some weight or maintain your weight or just be in a better place with your health, you have control over the quantity of food that you eat in. When you go out, that is not always the case. The downside is also when you go out, you can be paying a lot of money for very little food. There are certain restaurants that serve, you call them tappers, and they are like little bowls of food that come out, and they are more like a quantity control portion type of thing. But imagine paying all that money for that little food. That could also be the downside. Another benefit of eating at home, which I think is a huge one, is saving money. You save yourself a lot of money. So let's do the math. If you are an individual who eats breakfast every day outside, or you eat all 3 meals outside, if you are spending about $5 on, you know, a sandwich or a muffin, or, you know, an omelet from the cafeteria in your office, and then you go out to lunch, you get some Chipotle for another $10, $11. And then on your way from work, you pick up a McDonald's for about another $10. That is $25 in a day. In a week, that is $125, assuming you eat at home during the weekend. In a month, that is $500. In a year, that is $6,000. You might think it's nothing, but it adds up really, really fast. And so the biggest benefit of eating at home is saving money. And a lot of times people are complaining about, you know, not being able to go on vacation, not being able to get things they actually want. But yet again, they eat outside every day. And so it's almost like, okay, if you stop eating outside, you will be able to buy yourself that ticket to go on vacation. You will be able to go to Florida with your family to spend a weekend there. You will be able to fly to Mexico or Ghana or anywhere else in Africa if you took these important steps and just stopped eating outside. Now, I'm not saying you cannot eat outside. Of course, when it's a birthday, it's a party, it's an anniversary, you can step outside and, you know, treat yourself to a lovely dinner, something that you don't usually eat at home. But we are talking once in a while. So you can certainly have a budget for, you know, your restaurant runs $100 every month or $150 every month. And this will still get you to enjoy, you know, the foods that you don't usually cook at home. But then you can also save yourself a lot of money, and you can use this money to do things that you typically wouldn't do because you never had this excess or surplus in your budget. The other benefit of eating at home is you get to spend quality time with your kids. So if you're a parent, if you are a mom who has kids, if you're a dad who has kids, you can jump into that kitchen and whip up something with your kids. And this affords you the opportunity to spend time with your kids. I know my son loves to be in the kitchen with me. My daughter is parading up and down when I'm cooking. She may not understand it, but my son definitely does. And he loves it when he can say, I cooked something with my mom. And so I think that is critical that, a lot of times parents are thinking kids, can watch TV or can play with toys as a form of entertainment. But I think, giving your kids that opportunity to be in the kitchen with you, baking a cookie, cooking dinner, affords them time to be with you. And especially if you are a working parent who is gone multiple hours during the day and you have your kids in daycare or kindergarten or, elementary school, then this is time for you guys to really bond and spend some quality time together. Cooking is also a form of therapy for a lot of people. I know I love to cook when I'm exhausted and my brain is just moving in multiple directions. When I get into the kitchen and turn on some music and just cook away, it really, really slows my mind down. And I think this could be, a form of therapy for a lot of people. So if you have not tried it, certainly give yourself an opportunity to get into that kitchen and start doing some cooking. I recently shared 3 different recipes that you can make for breakfast. And I think this will be a good start for a lot of people. If you are the type who always stops at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, then that video is certainly for you. Go check it out and be sure to try it out. Save yourself, if it's $20 every week, in a month, that is what? $80? $80 in a month. If you saved $80 every month for a year, you do the math. To you, it may not be a lot of money, but that is money that you can actually use to buy yourself a ticket to go on vacation if you did it every so often. As always, thank you for joining me. And hey, be kind and listen. Listen to one another because it makes a whole lot of difference. You be safe out there.